Hi, welcome to Natalia's Garage. Tonight I'm going to do some suspension. I nicely placed all the front suspension parts and the rear suspension parts in different bins to make it easier. Alright, so I am going to put the camera on the actual part, or on the actual suspension parts this time, so you can get a good close-up look. Some stuff I can't put in because I'm waiting on bushings, and I can't put coilovers on because I'm waiting on the camber plates, but I can do some stuff, so I'm going to get as much as I can done. It's nice out today, so yay. So I think I got everything, all the tools I need to pull all this off. I'm just literally just going to take all this off on both sides, including the brake caliper. We did strip some of the brake lines because it's just a 50-year-old car. Who knows when it was replaced last. Stuff looks looks like spider web. So hopefully it's easy. We've been having pretty good luck so far with rust, so let's hope it continues to be pretty easy. Okay, so this is already loose. I guess that's helpful. Brake pads look pretty good. They looked like they were probably new, but who cares? Alright, so as far as what part goes on what side, I'm gonna need to just compare it to the one I just took off. Alright, so I think I get new bushings with this. So, with this piece. So, I am just going to briefly put it on just to have it sitting there. Actually, I don't think I get a bushing for this. Alright. This bolt is literally too big. Okay. So I got the side, the left side completely off. I have some PV blaster on the old components to see if there's a piece that needs to go from the ball joint to the knuckle, because I did not see how the RCA connects to the ball joint. So So the other day I was trying to get this bolt to go in the lower control arm, but it like got stuck on this specific little like just a little sleeve, I guess. So we realized it was just the one sleeve, so I'm basically just gonna like file down the lip, because it seemed like it was just like the lip that was doing it, because I got the other side on. Ha, voila. Okay, so I'm gonna go put the other side on really fast. And so I did find this piece. It is, I gotta order it, but that will help me get the ball joint on. I don't want to reuse this one because it's just old and crappy and probably 50 years old, so I'd like to stick with the new Techno Toys suspension parts. So, still waiting on bushing. I'm sorry, yeah, waiting on all the bushings, and still waiting on the camera plates, and then I'm going to have to wait for this piece. So, suspension won't get 100% done, but I will get a lot of it done today. So, alright, so I haven't tightened anything yet, but it is going to need that piece before I fully assemble this, but I'm gonna get everything together so I don't have to worry about it later. When the parts come in, I can just do it. So I really like Techno Toys so far. Everything's pretty easy. Everything is really nice quality, it seems. A lot of adjustment too. So that's all ready to go for when I get that additional piece in. I'm gonna start cleaning up all the dirt under the car and then go to the back. Alright, so we're at the back of the car. I have, pretty sure I've already stripped these. So, yeah. So, I already know I have to buy new brake lines. Like I said, these are like 50 years old. Ugh. So, hopefully I can just break them off or something. And I'm just gonna take this off piece by piece because it is actually probably really heavy. So you want to disconnect the e-brake cable, which is down here. It looks like there's a cotter pin, and hopefully it'll just kind of pop out. So it just has like this little pin that gets hammered off, and then hopefully it'll pull out. Alright, so it looks like there were 2 bolts holding in a bracket. Those 2 bolts. I already got one out, so I'm working on the second one. And that should hopefully get the e-brake off. So I just gotta get these bolts back here, and then some ones in there, and then the 3 strut ones right, sun, sorry, right there. So a few more bolts. Oh, sweet. Okay. That wasn't bad at all. Okay. Let me know when.
Ready whenever.
One.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're about to do the last one.
Okay, last.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, got it. Try to set it down gently. Okay.
And then
This one.
I should really just start putting shit like out.
Yeah, it's sitting fine, just like on its own. So.
Yay! So the rear is out on both sides. Easy peasy. I learned you just have to take off the e-brake cable and just loosen. There's little, where is it? Take off these and those sit like basically right here to hold that up. And the back of the control arm should drop, and then loosen the struts, and it fell pretty easily. So I cleaned out all the old parts out of the garage because they're just gonna take up a bunch of room. And as I was moving stuff out, I scratched the bumper on the Integra. Ugh, so mad at myself. I knew I shouldn't have parked there. So, how much you think I can get for all this scrap? Probably like $5. Alright. So, remember when I said the brake lines were, the nuts were all stripped? So, there is a way to replace it. So, you would just disconnect it from this, like, valve thing. And I'm gonna try that and hope that those aren't stripped as well, because that would suck. And then I could just replace the hard lines and be good. So I got that line out, but I had to take that valve out because this one is stripped. I'll go into focus. Okay, that one is stripped, so I'm just gonna have to use a vise and get that out, and this valve should be good. So, one less thing to do. Alright, so there's 2 more things I want to get done before I start pulling or putting some new stuff on. These e-brake cables have to come out, and then I'm pretty sure this thing has to come out. I think that's the mustache bar. I'm gonna research because I actually am not sure, but it looks like that assembly. And then I'm gonna go search for the new parts that are in the bin and start putting what I can on. I'm gonna have to go, my tripod does not go low enough to like show under here, which kind of sucks. So I don't really feel comfortable leaving the camera on the ground, but I basically just have to get that spring off. I already got it off on the other side. And then there's like 2 clips in there. And then I'm sure it just connects from inside the car. And that should be it for the e-brake cables. So, yeah, so almost done. Yay. So I got a lot of stuff in front of me. This is all for the rear end. Now I need to go through Techno Toys website and see where exactly each thing goes. I know this is going to be the lower control arm, the mustache bar, the hub adapters, but yeah, there's a few pieces I need to figure out so that I can start putting them on the car. So I figured out what most of these pieces were. So this is how the mustache bar goes. Got those bushings, bolts, those little blocks, and then this is like another brace and with mounting points. And then so those are the lower control arms, and so that will be replacing. So like I thought, this is the mustache bar. That will be the silver piece, and then the black piece will be this thing. It's just pretty different. So I'm gonna install those, or take off the old ones and install the new stuff, and hopefully these cradle bushings come out, because those have probably been in there since the day it came out of the factory. So fingers crossed. Okay, so this first one looks like it's only 2 bolts. That should be easy. The other one should just be 4 bolts. So Now, I don't know if I'm gonna have to go from the trunk. There might be, I don't know if it's a stud. I don't know, let me get this other nut and then I'll see what needs to be done. So I found the bolt. It was under, so here's the strut tower. I had to tear apart some carpet. So it's right there. Hope I can get it with an impact or something, because that's a big boy and it's probably really tight. Okay. Alright, so we got the mustache bar off. Sorry I didn't record it. I had asked my roommate to break loose the top of this and I honestly just didn't start the camera. So I'm gonna get this piece off. It should be just 4 bolts. Should drop down pretty easily. I don't know if I'm gonna, I mean, as long as these are good, I can reuse these, of course, assuming, yeah, I guess I need them. Oh look, another washer. I swear I've never seen so many washers on a car before, which is good, but goodness gracious. All right, so I've gotten a good chunk of stuff out. I still want to get the e-brake cables out. I couldn't see where to go from the top, but I'm gonna look in the manual again. I don't want to get those bars put in. So, sorry, my camera died and I wasn't able to post or finish filming us putting in both the back pieces. So, they're both installed. Can't install the drive shaft yet because I need some brake lines and a new e-brake cable for the upgraded S14 brakes. I just got calipers today, so I can start measuring up and make sure I get the correct lines and everything. But I also got my bushing set. So I'm going to, so here's the camber plates. They're really tiny. It looks like this silver piece. You just take off these nuts, and that's the stencil. And I do have most of these bushings already because they're already on the new arms and everything, but some of them didn't come with, obviously some was rack and pinion and sway bar, so I'll have a few extra, but that's good. Alright, well, I've opened 3 of them and they all look the same, so say we're all the same. So I guess I only need 1, 2, the stencil is like, the stencil is behind this piece, so I'm gonna take off those nuts, and yeah. So basically, I guess it's gonna go like. Alright, so that's the end of this video. So basically I took out all my suspension, all the remaining suspension, put in a few things, redid the rack and pinion, the sway bar link bushings, did the drawings for the camber plates, and hopefully this week I'll find somebody to cut that for me or something. But yeah, if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to ask. I will definitely answer. But yeah, hope to get this painted and everything for the next video, because I'm really anxious to see some results. But yeah, making progress slowly but surely. Can only do so much when you're waiting on stuff to come in the mail. And also I got my wheels. Some people probably saw on Instagram that my TE37s came in. Third time's the charm. I kept getting 5 lugs and I need 4 lugs, so we're getting there. So yay. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.